Yeah, that's one of my boys. I got like 50 kids, man. I get confused when I see them some days, unless they're asking for money. Then I know exactly who it is.
Talk about the whole family aspect of it.
Yeah.
What that mean to have them around?
Well, I think in any work environment, if you were working at a school or Google or any company, you want to be able to be in an environment where your kids are invited, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's important that our guys know that their families are a part of this. Everything that we do involves not just the player, but their whole family, and friends. And I was really inclined to have kids in the gym, but I wasn't as aware of the family and especially the friend part when I coached in New Orleans. And now I realize how important all of those variables are to the players and even to me. I want my family to be around and be a part of it. When we can have an environment like that where kids can come to the gym and learn. Our kids have been given such a privilege. They get the best treatment. They're around NBA players, and it's pretty cool. So we have kids in the gym all the time. Yeah, everybody seems to be in a good place, trying to, manage the conditioning part, stay sharp, but also get the work that we need in to be ready for opening night, but also thinking about the long haul that we got this season. Yeah. I thought he was great. I talked to him when he first got here. I'd had multiple people call me about him, tell me that I was going to love him, and it was an understatement. He came in and worked his tail off every day, and he could play. That's the thing that I struggle with in the league now. There's so much more room for young guys who aren't proven, and older guys like Chasen can't get a spot. You know what I'm saying? And I really struggle with that because that young man can play. Obviously, a really smart dude, well-spoken, all that. He can fit right into our culture.
Each one and Langston are two big parts of your locker room last year. What are the voices you've been seeing step up a little bit more with them out of the picture? JaVale's got to be one that comes.
Yeah, JaVale has been pretty good. Frank has stepped up. I think guys respect Frank's work ethic, who he is. He may not play 1 minute, and he's the same guy every day. And there was a preseason game in LA. We were getting to the end, and in the fourth quarter, like 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, and I looked down at the end of the bench, and Frank was ready to, jump right onto the floor. So guys respect him. Mikhail has been more vocal this year. Book has been vocal. Jay and Chris, their voices have been heard for 2 years now. So, yeah, when you lose guys like Elford and Langston, Etuan and Langston, you're looking for some guys that can be a voice, especially when, your starting five is in the game. You need some guys on the bench that can, speak to your young guys about what's going on.
You guys go 5-on-5.
It was competitive, man. I mean, it was almost like holding back a pack of bulls, man, and they were ready to go as soon as they came in. Like, Coach, let's go, we're throwing it up, let's go, that kind of thing. And so we did a few one warm-up drill, and then we just got to playing, and we played for over an hour today, which was really good. It was competitive, and then guys stayed and got shots afterwards. So it was a good day. I don't know. I wish I knew. I think if you tried to define it, you probably would understate it and diminish it. I just think he has something about him that drives him. You know what I mean? I know he wants a championship. Obviously, we all do this for the money, even though people don't want to admit it. You want to be great, but there's something else there. You know what I'm saying? To have a guy wake up that early every day to come in and get the tissue work in, and all the stuff that he does every single day, it amazes me. And I can't define it. I've seen it, but I couldn't tell you what it is. I think these special players, special people have that quality.
Monty, to that point, last year you joked that you didn't understand how he had so much time for everything off the court that he does. Even with him stepping away from the president role, he's talking about the committees that he's on still and everything. And is it still that same way with you all these years with him, where you just shake your head at how much he's able to finish?
Yeah, I mean, you can only compare it to yourself, and I just know it would drive me crazy. I mean, to have that much going on and be good at it. You know what I mean? Because if you get involved in it, you want to be good at it. And he does all this stuff, and he's really good at it. That's a testament to the energy and the focus, but also I think he's involved himself in stuff that allows for him to help people. And that's the thing that I'd probably say is the number one quality about Chris, is that he cares about other people. He's not going to just make tons of money, do commercials, gain notoriety, and not allow for his platform to help other people. And that's pretty cool.
How valuable is that sort of leadership example to have, where like he's on a voting rights call with Michelle Obama a couple of years ago, or a couple of weeks ago, and it's just these types of ways where he's benefiting more people in the example that with this platform you can achieve a lot of support.
Yeah, I mean, it in a weird way, it pushes me. You know, when I see the work that Chris and Book and these guys are doing in the community, I kind of look at what I'm doing. I'm like, man, I don't have that kind of platform, but I can do more. You know what I'm saying? And in that way, you know, even though they're a lot younger than I am, I look up to those guys because they haven't allowed for the money and all the stuff to allow for them to become complacent. They're going to use their platforms to help people. And that's inspiring.
Yesterday gave off the impression that the black team wins all the time.
Listen, I'm not getting into that. Mikhail, he's got a big spoon in his hand and he's always stirring the pot. So I'm not getting into that. There's a lot of competition going on in this gym. And it's good though. I mean, this is one of, if not the most competitive gym I've ever been a part of. I remember being in OKC with Kevin and Russell and Serge and Nick Collison, and that group. That was a competitive gym, but this one is everything. I mean, they're free throw games. It's like there's Geneva Convention over here. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on every day. And on the bus, on the plane, they compete, you know, and you admire it, but you also understand that it's a quality that allows for you to have success. And I hope that helps us this year.
Is that kind of competitive environment that you're talking about? How nice is it to have a guy like Mikhail, kind of a sense of humor?
Yeah, you need to ask somebody on the white team. I'm not getting involved in it. I see what happens every day, and I'm sure somebody from the white team would debate Mikhail's claim.